Hi guys, welcome to today's tutorial. Today we'll be looking at average speed, okay? And in order to calculate the average speed, we'll be looking at our formula which says speed equals distance divided by time, or distance covered divided by time taken. Now, we'll be going through several examples on average speed to have a better understanding on how to solve our questions. Now, for our first question, it says a car traveled 3,300 meters in 9 minutes. What is the average speed? Now, for us to calculate the average speed of this car, all right, we are having a distance covered here. Distance covered is 3,300 meters, and our time taken is 9 minutes. Now, for us to calculate this, we can simply apply a formula. But first, our speed and distance is always covered in, our speed is majorly covered in kilometers per second, in kilometers per hour. Now, we can convert our distance to kilometers, and we know that 1,000 meters equals 1 kilometer. So 3,300 meters will give us 3,300 divided by 1,000, which gives us 3.3 kilometers. And we know that 60 minutes make 1 hour, so 9 minutes would be 9 divided by 60, 9 over 60, which gives us, breaking this down, we have 3 here, 3 here, 20. Okay, so this gives us 0.15 hours. So now, imputing our formula of speed equals distance over time, we have it as 3.3 divided by 0.15. Okay, so this will give us our speed would be equal to 3.3 divided by 0.15 gives us 22 kilometers per hour. Okay, that will be 22 kilometers per hour. That means the speed of the car is 22 kilometers per hour. For our second question, it says it takes an athlete 45 minutes to jog a distance of 6 kilometers. If his average speed is increased by 2 kilometers per hour, how long will it take the athlete to cover the same distance? Now, to solve this question, we have been given a time, a distance to be what? 6 kilometers, all right, and a time to be 45 minutes. So now we need to convert this 45 minutes to hours. So this becomes 45, okay, over 60. Okay, 45 divided by 60 would give us 0.75. So this is 0.75 hours. So applying our formula here, we have distance, speed equals distance over time. So this will give us his initial speed will be 6 over 0.75, which gives us 6 divided by 0.75 gives us 8 kilometers per hour. So his initial speed is 8 kilometers per hour. Now, it says if his speed is increased by 2 kilometers per hour, so his new speed would be 8 plus 2, which gives us 10 kilometers per hour. So his new speed will become 10 kilometers per hour. And for us to find the time, how long it will take, means we should find the time he will take to cover the distance at 10 kilometers per hour. So with this, we have it as speed equals distance over time. Now in this case, our speed is what? 10 kilometers. 10 kilometers per hour equals distance still the same, 6 kilometers, okay, over time t. So cross multiply, we have t equals 6 over 10, which is 0.6 hours. Okay, now since it's in hours, 0.6 hours, for us to convert it to minutes will be 0.6 times 60, since 1 minute, 60 minutes equals 1 hour. So if we do 0.6 times 60, 0.6 times 60 gives us 36 minutes. So this he covers in 36 minutes. So the time taken to cover 6 kilometers in 10 kilometers per hour will be 36 minutes. Okay, looking at our next question, it says a train travels from Lagos to Ibadan at a distance of 100 kilometers, at a speed of 20 kilometers per hour. If it had gone 2.5 times as fast, how much earlier would it have arrived Ibadan? Now, from this question, we can see that we are given distance and speed, okay? And using a formula that says distance and speed here is 20 kilometers per hour and distance is 100 kilometers. So that means we can find our speed, our time taken. So we have speed, which is 20 kilometers, equals distance 100 over time. Okay, cross multiply, this gives us 100 time equals 100 over 20, which is 5 hours. So that means at a speed of 20 kilometers per hour, the train gets to Ibadan from Lagos at within 5 hours. Now, the question here says if its speed is increased by 2.5 times, that means the speed is increased by 2.5 times. So our new speed would be 20 times 2.5, which is 2.5. Okay, rewriting this into a fraction will give us 20 times 5 over 2, where 2.5 is 1 over 2, right? So 2 times 2, 4, plus this one, 5. So this gives us 50 kilometers per hour is the new speed. So now, in this new speed, let's calculate the time it will take for him to get there. So under our new speed, our new time, let's put it as new time, would be distance over new speed. Okay, now our distance is what? Still 100 kilometers, and our new speed is 50 kilometers per hour, which gives us 2 hours. Okay, so that means how much earlier would it have arrived Ibadan? So for us to know how much earlier will be the old time minus new time, which is 5 minus 2 will be 3 hours. So it would have arrived Ibadan 3 hours earlier than the scheduled time. Alright guys, so our next set of questions, it says, a cyclist cycles for X hours at 8 kilometers per hour and Y hours at 16 kilometers per hour. Altogether, he cycles 80 kilometers in 7 hours. We should find the value of X and Y. Now, in order to find the value of X and Y in this question, we know that our speed equals distance over time. Now, here our X is, let's call X as T1, okay, and D1 is 8 kilometers. Oh, sorry, S1, okay, S1 is 8 kilometers, and Y1, Y equals T2, okay, and S2 equals 16 kilometers per hour. Okay, so from here we know that for us to get distance, distance is distance equals speed times time. So D1 here, D1 will become 8x, okay, and that D2 will become 16y. Okay, now for our total distance, we have it as d1 plus d2, and total time, we have it as t1 plus t2. Now our d1 plus d2 will become what? 8x, 8x plus 16y equals 80 kilometers. Okay, equals 80. Then our T1, T2, which is X plus Y equals 7 hours. Alright, so from here we can find the value of X and Y, okay, by dividing this by 8, this becomes X plus 2Y equals 10. Okay, now having this as equation 1, and we have X plus Y equals 7, equation 2. So we can now subtract equation 2 from equation 1. This now becomes X subtraction, X cancels out, 2 minus Y will give us Y equals 10 minus 7 will give us 3. Okay, so that means the value of Y equals 3. Now from this equation 2, alright, we can now say if Y equals 3, X plus Y equals 7, so therefore X equals 7 minus 3. Okay, 7 minus Y. Okay, so X equals 7 minus 3, which gives us 4. The value of X equals 4 and Y equals 3. So this will be 4 hours and 3 hours. Okay, now that's that for this question. Okay, to our next question, it says, a man walked 12 kilometers at a speed of 3 kilometers per hour and cycled 18 kilometers at a speed of 9 kilometers per hour. What was his average speed for the whole or entire journey? Now, let's look at the walk. For the walking, he covered distance covered is 12 kilometers and speed is 3 kilometers per hour. Alright, so the time, which is distance over speed, will be 12 over 3, which is 4 hours. Okay, Now, for the cycling, his distance is 18 kilometers and speed is 9 kilometers per hour. So our time would be 18 over 9, which gives us 2 hours. Okay, that means for the cycle distance, he covered 4 hours. His time taken was 4 hours, and for the cycling, his time taken was 8 hours. Now, we are asked to find the average speed for the whole journey. So for our average speed will become total distance all over total time. Now, total distance here will be what? 12 plus 18, and total time here will become 4 plus 2, which is 18 plus 12 gives us 30, and 4 plus 2 gives us 6. So this becomes 5 kilometers per hour. So his average speed for the entire journey would be 5 kilometers per hour. Alright guys, with this, we've come to the end of today's tutorial. If there are any questions, don't forget to put them down in the comment section below. Share those links with your friends if you've enjoyed our lecture thus far. See you in our next class. Thank you.